The following is a special presentation of Retro Sports Network as the home of the champions of the past, present, and or future as the AFL swings on Retro Sports Network. Why, good Friday night, everybody. My name is Ron Juckett. This is Retro Sports Network, and this is week 2 of our 1960 American Football League replay. We went from the first game of in AFL history last Monday, and tonight we're going to feature from the second Sunday of the American Football League's first season, a game between the eventual division champions, the Los Angeles Chargers, who won the AFL West, and the Houston Oilers, who won the AFL East. The Los Angeles Chargers are quarterbacked by Jack Kemp. The Houston Oilers have George Blanda as their quarterback, two future Hall of Famers on a warm afternoon at Jefferson Stadium at Rice University, 85 degrees. The Chargers have won the toss, and they will be going from left to right across your screen, and they will have the wind behind them from 0 to 10 in the first and fourth quarters. Lots of potential Hall of Famers here in the group, and an interesting story of how the NFL-AFL war started right off the bat. But first, let's go to the stadium. And you can see Houston in blue, the Chargers in white. The Chargers will return. That is Lowe. That stands on his 7-yard line. How you doing, Al, Red Sox fan? Nice to have you along on this Friday night. George Blanda is kicking off for the Oilers in baby blue. And the baby blue helmets with a white oil derrick on the side. And the Chargers will return this 4 yards deep. So it's away, low to the 5, 10, 15, and Charlie Hennigan, the wide receiver, will knock him down at the 16. It's a gain of 20 for the Chargers. Jack Kemp making his second ever professional start, one of those quarterbacks that was cut by the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the backfield, the fullback Howie Ferguson. And Paul Lowe, who would have some amazing years. In 1960, he would average 6.3 yards a carry. The tight end is Howard Clark. Dave Kosurik is the split end down to the left, the split end. And your flanker is Ralph Anderson, who would have an amazing year. You see the 44 catches. But he would die before the season was out. Surprisingly, on my birthday in 1960, November 26th. But that's neither here nor there. So Paul Lowe, off tackle right. First play from scrimmage from the 16. Gets it out to the 18-yard line. Houston was playing the run, and it was Hugh Pitts who made the tackle. Those Charger uniforms are quite cool. And luckily found the helmets to match. So they're in white with the lightning bolt along the shoulders. Here's the line. Ron Mix, who's in the Hall of Fame, is the left tackle. Orlando Ferrante is the left guard. Don Rogers is your center. Fred Cole is your right guard. And Dick Chirovich is your right tackle. Second down, medium slant to Anderson. First throw from Kemp. He's scrambling around. He throws it over the middle, and it's intercepted by Banfield. Tony Banfield with the pick. And he returns it 3 yards. So the Oilers, going right to left, will take over from the Los Angeles 36. So watch it again. Kemp just took too much time. He threw it over the middle, and it was a pretty easy return. So the old Bears quarterback, George Blanda, is under center. Dave Smith is the fullback. Billy Cannon is the tailback, and yep, that McGuire you see playing against him is Paul McGuire. The flanker is Bill Groman. It's 72 catches in 1960. The split end is Charlie Hennigan. And the tight end is John Carson. No, not that Johnny Carson, but one nonetheless. Cannon on a trap to the left side. Handoff from Blanda. Gets to the 34 before Charlie McNeil, makes the tackle. So let's meet the offensive line for the Houston Oilers. Rich Michael is their left tackle. He's their best defender, or lineman. Wahoo McDaniel. Looks like Wahoo enjoyed a good time at the buffet bar. The left guard. Your center is George Bellotti. John Simerson is your right guard. And Al Jamison is your right tackle. So 2nd and 8 from the Clippers. From the Charger 34, Charlie Hennigan. They'll try a short slant from Blanda. And this might be picked. Blanda slowly to get back. Waits, throws. Intercepted. 40. It is McNeil. Charlie McNeil with the pick, so they trade turnovers. And the Chargers get the ball back at their own 49. So we've had 2 passes and 2 interceptions. Here it is again. McNeil just ran it right over the middle and was tackled. Let's meet the Houston defense. Dalva Alvin is your left end. George Shirkey, your left tackle. Jerry Hillian is your right tackle. And Don Floyd is your right end. They're playing a 4-3. Mike Dukes is your left outside linebacker. Danette Morris is your middle linebacker, and he's a good one. Hugh Pitts is your right outside linebacker. The corners, Mark Johnston is your left corner. And Tony Banfield, who had the interception in the first drive, is your right corner. Jim Norton is the free safety. And Julian Spence is your strong safety. Trap right to Howie Ferguson from midfield. Gets across the 50, and Shirkey makes a tackle after a gain of 4 at the 47. So 2nd and 6 for Jack Kemp and company. Opening stages of the first quarter here on a Friday night. Oh, actually, this was a Sunday afternoon. So again, Kosurik, they'll try a short hitch to Dave Kosurik. Kemp throws quickly. Kosurik has it at the 35. Banfield knocks him down after a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 from the Chargers from the Houston 35. So these are the best 2 teams in the AFL, and they would meet January 1st, 1961, right here for the first ever AFL championship game. Ferguson will try an off tackle right from the 35. Gets a block. Floyd makes a tackle at the 31, a gain of 4. And a 2nd and 6. So Kemp. This is a pass-happy team. Sid Gilman is the head coach of the Chargers. Let's see. Howard Clark. Medium slant. Kemp. Back to throw it. Waits over the middle. He's got it. Clark has it at the 15 and is tackled at the 14. 1st and 10 for Los Angeles from the Houston 14. So Kemp, 2 for 3 for 29 yards in the early going. Lowe will take it on the fullback dive from the 14. And Morris makes a tackle at the 12 for a gain of 2. Danette Norris. Sid did throw the football, and he had the good quarterbacks. This would be Kemp's lone full season. No, he would play in 61 for the Chargers. And at that point, was traded to Buffalo, where he spent the rest of his AFL career. Ralph Anderson, 2nd and 8. Do you throw? Let's try a short cross. Kemp looks around the pocket, throws over the middle, tries for low, incomplete. So 3rd down and 8 from the Houston 12. So Sid Gilman looks at his clipboard and says, what do you want to call here? How about a short flat to Paul Lowe? Kemp, near sideline, incomplete. So the drive stalls at the 12. And Ben Agajanian will come out to kick. This will be from 19 yards. He has a 68% chance of nailing this. Larraba, the punter, will hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Chargers, 8 plays, 39 yards, and 3:54 off the clock. Put the Chargers on the board. 9:12 to go first quarter. Hall back to return the kick. It's the Chargers nothing. The Chargers 3. The Oilers nothing. Bobby Catalano, how are you? Doing great here. So Hall back to return for the Oilers, who would win this game in real life 38-28. Here's the kick. Taking it 10, 15, 20, 25. Oops. Moved on. And the tackle, there's a fumble, and the Chargers recover it. Norris made the tackle at 34, and Gobb recovered it. So LA converts the turnover. It was a good solid hit right there, and there's no return. So a 1st and 10 for the Chargers from the Houston 34. Kemp wants to go to the air. Medium cross to Kosurik is the call. Kemp, well pressured. He's going to scramble. He runs for a 1st down. Morris makes a tackle at the 22. Kemp gets 12 on the carry. So again, the Chargers are already in field goal range and have it 1st and 10 from the Houston 22. Let's go Mets. No, wrong year. How you doing, Dave? So 1st and 10 for the Chargers, and they're driving again. Medium hitch to Ralph Anderson. Kemp throws. Anderson's got it, and he finds pay dirt. So a 22-yard strike from Kemp to Anderson, and it's 9-0 Los Angeles. Not the start the Oilers wanted. Anderson caught it at the 5 and came in. This, by the way, as Gianni will tack on the extra point. Yep. Akajanian. And so it's 10-0 Los Angeles, 7:55 first quarter. This is the first home game in Oiler history. They would win 38-28 in real life. And conditions pretty similar to this. 85, light winds, a good crowd. This was the first major pro sport to be played in Houston. Hall back to return. Let's see if he can hang on the football from his 4. 10, 20, 25, 30. And he's tackled by Clark at the 37. So good field position for the Oilers as they start down 10, 7:45 to go in the first quarter. We have not met the Charger defense. Let's do so now. Art Gobb, G-O-B, who made that fumble recovery on the kickoff return as the left end. Dick Chorovich is the left tackle. Volney Peters is the best of the defenders. He's the right tackle. And Ron Neri is the right end. Dick Harris is the left corner. Charlie McNeil is your right corner. The linebackers, yep, Paul McGuire on the left. Charlie Bruckman is in the middle. And Emil Karras, I wonder if that's any relation to Alex, is on the right. Bob Zeman is your free safety. And Doyle Nix is your strong safety. He's up against Carson, the tight end. 1st and 10 for Blanda and the Oilers. Short slant to Charlie Hennigan. Blanda back to throw. Hennigan's got it. The ball is loose, but Houston recovers at their own 47. 1st and 10. Charlie McNeil stripped him. But Hennigan recovered his own fumble, and it's 2nd down and inches. So Billy Cannon, off tackle right. His first carry at home. 1st down, and about it. He gets 2. Well, 2 carries for 4 yards. And it's on the Houston side of the 50 at the 49. Billy Cannon, by the way. I said that this was the start of the NFL AFL war. Well, Billy Cannon was the first player selected in the NFL 1960 draft by the Los Angeles Rams. And so here he is playing Los Angeles, but it's against the Chargers for the Oilers. Dave Smith will work an off tackle to the right side from the 49, gets across midfield. Harris makes a tackle. Torovich is holding his knee as he runs to the sideline. 6:10 to go first quarter, but he'll be back. And it'll be 2nd and 7. How you doing, Phantomatic? Good to have you along. Clinton, how are you, buddy? Sorry that you're tired. How's work? Here's Bill Groman, leading receiver yardage-wise in the AFL. He averaged 20 yards a catch. Blanda's going to try a medium cross. Has time. Flag is down. Dumps it to Cannon.
Holding defense.
But Paul McGuire gets called for the hold, and it's an automatic 1st down and 5 yards. So Houston will take that, and the ball is spotted at the Charger 43. 10-0 Los Angeles. Just goes to prove that everything old is new again. And they'll look for Groman on 1st down. No. They'll look for Cannon on 1st down. A pitch to the right, to the far side from the 43. Cannon tries to find a block and won't get it. And Karras will knock him down after a loss of 8. And so Billy Cannon starts off his home career 3 carries for -4 yards. And it's 2nd down and 18 from the Houston 49. Screen pass to Smith. Blanda's not going to audible. That's the default audible call. He throws. Smith has it across midfield to the 40. Karras makes a tackle at the 34. A gain of 17 on 2nd down. So they have 3rd and short from the Charger 34. Oh, glad you're liking the job. Never a dull moment. Well, that's good for you, right? 2 tight end set. Atchison joins Carson in the backfield, or as a tight end, as they try to find a play for Billy Cannon, who will go on the dive. And he gets the 1st down and more across the 25 to the 24. A gain of 10. Wahoo McDaniel, the left guard, with the big block. And so a fresh set for Blanda at the Charger 24. Under 4 to go first quarter. Groman. Medium slant. Houston wants a touchdown. Blanda looks, throws over the middle. Incomplete. Tipped by Dick Harris. And it's 2nd and 10 for the Oilers. So Cannon will come out. Tolar comes in. Charlie Tolar, and they will try a trap to the right on 2nd down. Give is to Tolar from the 24. Tries to find the sideline there. He makes a tackle at the 19 for a gain of 5. So 3rd and 5. Blanda, by the way, is the kicker. And he'd have about a 50-50 chance from here if they couldn't go any further. So they're going to try to funnel one to John Carson on a short cross. Blanda Back to throw. Has Carson at the 10. 5. Touchdown, Houston. Harris missed a tackle, and Carson found the opening, and here's Johnny. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. See that little juke? He finds the end zone. And now Blanda for the extra point. It is up. It is good. 10 plays, 63 yards, 5:23 off the clock. 2:22 to go in the first quarter. It's the Los Angeles Chargers 10, the Houston Oilers 7. This is the AFL on Retro Sports Network. So ID Jester's got APA hockey on the table and regular master basketball ready to go as well. Blanda was great in the NFL. Oh, Clinton's going to Vermont in November. They were the Los Angeles Chargers for 1 year in 1960, and then moved to San Diego, and of course now they're back in Los Angeles. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll obviously have a game from the Coliseum, but in 1960, the Coliseum hosted 5 teams. Can you name them? Can you name? Oh, yeah, you have friends nearby me. Can you name the 5 teams that called the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum home in 1960? One of them is playing in this game. And Lowe is back to return at his 6. He's going to take it 4 yards deep and run it out. A little anxious here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Good return. Johnston makes a stop at the 24. And it's a game of 28. So 1st and 10 for Jack Kemp and the Chargers. 2:09 to go from their own 24-yard line. Chargers, Rams, USC, Dodgers. You got 4. Who's the 5th? Kemp's going to throw on 1st down. Medium out to Ralph Anderson. Kemp rolls right. Looks left. Has Anderson at the 40. 38. Johnston pushes him out after a gain of 15. And goes out of bounds, and there's a minute 57 to go. Not the Angels. Bulls was returning to St. Louis for the first time tonight. Yep. Nope, we mentioned Al got the Dodgers. It's a team that no longer plays at the Coliseum. Don't need to retract that. And the Angels didn't come till 61. So 1st and 10. Low on a trap right. Gets across the 40 to the 45. Johnston makes the tackle after a gain of 6. So that's 3 tackles for Mark Johnston. Not the Mighty Ducks. Yes, Al is right. It's UCLA. They all shared the Coliseum in 1960. That grass must have been burnt beyond recognition. Johnny Smoke says, my 9 and 10 youth baseball team got to 8-0 last night. My pitchers have 4 shutouts. That's awesome. Honey Bunny and I are in New... Oh, congratulations. And then Saratoga on November 2nd. Congratulations, Clinton. So 2nd and 4. Kemp 4 of 7 on the air for 66 yards. This time it'll be Ferguson. We'll try a trap to the right. And then Jack Kemp got to the line. Didn't like what he saw. Timeout by the Chargers. A minute 13 to go. First quarter. Same play. Trap right to the near side from the 45. And Ferguson is hit by Don Floyd for a gain of 2. So 3rd and short. Under a minute to go. So yeah. ID, you jokester. 3rd down and 2. Last minute of play here in the first quarter. Lowe is going to try the sweep to the right side from the 47 and will not get the first down. Hugh Pitts makes the tackle. 20 seconds left. The clock's going to run. And after one, the score, Los Angeles 10, Houston 7. This is the AFL on RSN. Sports Time Machine, how you doing, buddy? Glad to have you along. So here was the scoring. Akajanian with a 19-yard field goal. It gave the Chargers a 3-0 lead. Then Jack Kemp hit Anderson with a pass to make it 10-0. And then Blanda's 19-yard pass to John Carson, the tight end, made it 10-7. So lots of passing, as you would expect, although these teams did run it about 30 times a game. And so it's been a pretty good matchup of teams that you would later find in the playoffs or the championship. Houston, as a matter of fact, would play in the first 3 AFL championship games. So 4th and 2, and for the first time today, we're going to punt. And here's Bob Larraba. Now Hall will be back to return for Houston. Inside the 15, Houston's going to try to return this. Larraba from his 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 35. Womble decked him. And so that will be Hall returns that out to the 36. And that will be the first play from scrimmage as we start the second quarter. So offense, passing, oh yeah, we got it. On a hot, sticky September afternoon here in Houston. In the AFL days, they played at Jepson Stadium, Rice Stadium. And they would stay there through 67 and not move to the Astrodome until 68. They actually played a Super Bowl at this field in, I want to say, the Dolphins Cowboys game was here. So Super Bowl 8. Because the Astrodome wasn't big enough for the Super Bowl. Honest to goodness. Yep, the AFL was a passing league. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Captain Carl, how are you? Nice to have you along. So here we go. Groman. Medium slant as Blanda throws on first down over the middle. He's got it. And the ball is knocked loose. Nix will cover it up. So Groman made the catch at the 48. He's hit immediately, and Nix recovers the fumble. So Dick Harris just put a helmet right into the midsection, and the Chargers take over from their own 48. Here it is again. He made the catch. He was inside Los Angeles territory, and boom went the dynamite. And so Jack Kemp leads his troops out at the Los Angeles 48-yard line. Medium slant to Kosurik on first down. Kemp in the pocket, throws, incomplete. Kosurik jumped late, and the pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Ferguson. Off tackle right to the near side of the 48, and he gets it to the 49 before Shirky makes the tackle. So Dick Chorovich, who's back, had the bum knee at right tackle, back in the ballgame. Stratomatic Delaware, how you doing, Chris? Oh, Johnny, that's great. So you're going to coach 11 and 12 next year? That's awesome. AFL had the 2-point conversion. AFL had the clock running on the scoreboard, which the NFL's was not official until the merger. And the AFL had names on the back of jerseys. 3rd and 9. So Howard Clark will try a short hitch from Kemp. Flags are down. The pass is incomplete.
Encroachment defense.
And there was
5-yard
contact.
penalty.
Shirky, not CPO and certainly not Don Rickles, gets flagged for the touch, and it's now 3rd and 4 from the Oiler 46. So this time it'll be a short slant. Kemp, pressured, flips it down, batted down by Shirky, incomplete. So the turnover isn't going to hurt. Oilers blitz, they double Kosurik. and they're forced to punt. So Laraba stands back on his side of the 50. And Houston will let this roll. And it rolls dead about the 42-yard line. So great punt. Houston takes over on there too. 13:27 to go in the first half. It's the Los Angeles Chargers 10, the Houston Oilers 7. This is the AFL on RSN. Hey, it's true. I've been accused of being many people's pusher's ID. Take credit for it. Good to have you along. Hope you are well. Billy Cannon back in the game with Smith. Two tight ends set down at their own goal line. Smith will try the dive play from the 2, and he's hit right at the 4 by Peters, and Volney Peters makes his first tackle. So 2nd and 8, and again, from the shadow of their own goal line, they're not going to throw it. You know, George Blanda had, I think, 3 touchdowns in this game in real life. Billy Cannon, this time on the dive, from the 4, gets across the 5, Karras makes a tackle. McDaniel's hurt. He'll be back for Houston. So the clock stops. 12:41 to go in the half. 3rd and 4. And they're going to try to throw out of this. A short out to Groman. Blanda by his end zone. Down the sidelines, caught by Groman. Complete for a gain of 9. And you see it. 1st and 10 Oilers. So Charlie Hennigan comes back in the game as the other wide receiver. I'm going to try one in the flat to Cannon. Blanda, near sideline to Cannon. 20, 25. McGuire makes the tackle at the 27. Give him 10. Give him a first down. So Blanda 6 of 8 for 82 yards. An interception and a touchdown. Yep. Sid Gilman for the Chargers. You're seeing him in there, and you can see it kind of worked. I mean, Kemp was a good quarterback. We're watching now Red Sox fan 64 World Series replay. Oh, Johnny, I didn't realize you were that old. That's a great World Series. Hillman was offered the OSU in 51. He told the faculty they were crazy. Oh, Gilman. Yep. Gilman, a real revolutionary, and the AFL brought that out. Dave Smith. Trap right, 1st and 10 from the 27. He's hit by Paul McGuire for a gain of 1. And McDaniel is ready to come back in at left guard. So 2nd and 9 for Houston. And they're going to try to work it down a medium slant to Charlie Hennigan. Blanda from his 20 has time over the middle and he overthrows Hennigan. Hennigan was open, but Blanda got a little high with it. And it'll be 3rd and long from the 28. Clock stop, 10:56 first half. I'm going to try a short slant to Carson. Chargers blitz. Carson has it. First down. The ball is knocked loose, but Groman recovers it. It's a first down for Houston and a gain of 11. So the ball's flying out fast and furious everywhere. But Houston retains possession as Doyle Nix makes the tackle. They're going to try to bomb it down the field, I think. A long hitch here. Blanda throws. He's got him. 30, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown. Groman gets the touchdown. What a play. They went deep. They have the lead. 50 or 62 yards. Groman from the 35. He just ran it right down the field, and Houston goes up 13-10. 8 plays, 98 yards. In under 3.5 minutes, Blanda with the extra point. It is up. It is good. And so with 9:49 to go in the half, it's Houston 14, Los Angeles 10. You like offense? You've come to the right stream. So Loeb will try to actually get this one inside the field of play. Nope. 7 yards deep. He's not being that ambitious. So Jack Kemp and company take over from their own 20. You're a young 65. Oh, yep. Walsh with the mid-70s Bengals ran the West Coast. Yep. Short, dinky, dunky stuff. Paul Lowe. Hits right from the 20. And he gets across the line of scrimmage, and Floyd makes a tackle after a gain of 3. Don, we don't think his nickname was Pink, but we're not sure. 2nd and 7 from the Charger 23. Ferguson will try a trap to the far side from there, and he gets it to the 24 before Allen makes the tackle. So Houston was keying on Paul Lowe, and Dalva Allen tackled Ferguson. So the Chargers, 11 carries for 37 yards. And it's time to throw the football. Howard Clark, short slam. Kemp is pressured. He's going to scramble. 1st down and more, 40. Spence makes a tackle after a gain of 17. And Jack Kemp has 2 carries for 29 yards. He's been the bulk of the Charger rushing offense. Under 8 to go, first half. Houston leads for the first time, 14-10, following the bomb. Ferguson. Trap left from the 41. He keeps the legs moving before Allen knocks him down at the 43. So Dalva's got a tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 8. So don't let those Charger rushing numbers fool you. Most of those yards belong to Kemp. Oh no, there was a lot of O in the AFL. Some good defenses too, but this was a pass happy, groundbreaking league, and that's one of the reasons, Chris, why I wanted to at least try out to see if people would watch. And the 2 games that we've done so far have been quite fun. The offense was designed by Walsh, Captain Carl says, with some help from Paul Brown. And the name West Coast Stop name came from a writer from Cincinnati. The offense was actually designed for Vince Carter, who was a running quarterback. Carter had an accurate arm, but had trouble throwing a deep pass. So Kosurik will try to get this pass play. Medium hitch. Uh-oh, this is going to be picked because Kemp goes back. This is not good. Over the middle, it is intercepted by Morris. Morris just picked it off and is hit immediately at the Houston 43. We'll show you the replay, but I don't think you're going to see anything. Nope, you're not. So that's 2 turnovers for the Chargers and 3 for the Oilers. First and 10, short slant from Blanda to Carson. Blanda throws. Carson's got it. 1st down into Charger territory. Nix makes a tackle at the 43. 1st down for Houston. Under 6 to go. Clock will be under 6 by the time that we snap it. And Blanda's having himself a day. 9 of 12 for 168 yards. Smith. Trapped to the near side from the 43. No block there. Bruckman makes a tackle at the 40, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 from the Charger 40. Cannon. Off tackle right, but they're going to go into an audible. Screen to Cannon, near side. Blanda throws. Cannon's got it. 45-40. 1st down inside the 30. Nix with a stop at the 26. And so the clock running. Under 5 to go in the first half. Houston threatening again. 1st and 10 from the Charger 26. Blanda now 10 of 13 for 182. the 11-year veteran who played a lot in the early 50s with the Chicago Bears. Smith. Dive play on first down. Won't get a block. Is hit by Chorovich for a loss of 1. So McGuire was on the blitz and Chorovich. They had Groman doubled and he made the tackle. Yep. I'm sure he did hate it being called the West Coast offense. Air Coryell, which we're kind of seeing in this game with a bit, and the Earnhardt Perkins, which I assume would have to do something with the Patriots? Second down and 11. Cannon. Trap right from the 27. Gets a block kind of to the 25. 3rd and 9 as Dick Harris makes his third stop. So 3rd down and long from the Charger 25. Charlie Hennigan this time on a medium slant. Blanda back to throw his time. He's got, oh no, McNeil tipped the high throw and it's incomplete. So Charlie McNeil, who already has an interception, now has a deflection. And George Blanda from the 25 going with the wind is going to try a field goal of 32 yards. Flip a coin here. Milstead, the punter, will hold. Blanda. Kick is up. It's good. Right down Broadway. 7 plays, 32 yards, and 4 minutes off the clock. 2:35 to go in the half. Houston 17, Los Angeles 10. Chris has always been a fan of 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And fullback 26 left or right. I've seen the highlights. I watched the highlights of this game earlier today on a black and white, and already this field was chewed up. There wasn't a blade of grass between the hash marks. Low, well down at 6 yards deep, and Jack Kemp, with 2:35 to go in the first half, starts from his own 20-yard line. Well, Johnny, I highly recommend Action PC Football. You've seen how it plays. We've got an entire 1978 replay up. It's 38, oh God, no, more than that, like 45 videos. Did the Patriots Challenge. 2nd and 10 is a great value. You get every season and several thousand college teams for one price. Medium slant to Ralph Anderson on first down. Throw is incomplete. He was looking for Kursarik instead, as Anderson was well covered. And with 2:28, the clock is stopped with 2nd and 10. But this game is, for a computer game, this game is very good. Ferguson, short, flat. Nope, Kemp's going to scramble. He's looking around. He tries to find Lowe, and he's hit by Dukes. Incomplete. So Lowe dropped it, and so it's 3rd and 10. The Oiler defense is being rather stingy right now. They've held Kemp to 4 of 12 in the air for 66 yards. Kosurik. Short slant on 3rd down from the 20. Kemp waits, throws. First down. No! He got the Al Red Sox measurement. It's just short. And the Chargers will take it to the 2-minute warning and think about what they want to do on 4th and short. Nearly halftime here at Jefferson Stadium. It's Houston 17, Los Angeles 10. And so, what do you do, gang? Do you go for it on the 30 or do you punt? I think you punt. You don't want to be down more than a touchdown. Kemp hasn't played out well, so Larba comes out. And Larba's going to run. It's a fake punt. He gets the first down. He needed 1, and he got it. And they go into a hurry up. Gilman just stands there and winks at a camera on the sideline. Ralph Anderson on a medium cross. This one's going to be picked. Kemp's in trouble. He's flushed around. He's trying to look it around. It is intercepted. A bad throw. And Mark Johnston picks it off at the 48. So after the trickery of the fake punt, the Chargers turn it right over. 1:23 on the clock. Both teams have turned it over 3 times. And George Blanda knows he needs about 18 yards for the field goal. And they have all 3 timeouts. Don't worry about it. No requirement to donate to the Patreon. Great that if people do, but don't worry about it. How you doing, Earl? Hannigan. Medium out. Blanda has time. He waits. He's got Hennigan at the 35-30. McNeil makes a tackle. Now Blanda is 11 of 15 for 200 yards in the first half. Ball goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Smith on a short flat pass to the far side. Blanda's got him at the 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Houston scores again, a 30-yard pass. Yeah, I know. That's the only thing about the mic I don't like, Dave. A 30-yard pass for the score. Let's watch it again. And he just cruised right down the sideline. So 1 minute to go, and it's 23-10 Houston. Blanda for the extra point. It is up. It is good. And so with 1 minute to go in the first half, Sid Gilman's got to figure out how Jack Kemp can solve the Houston defense, because all 3 turnovers have come in the air. Lowe will not return this. A minute to go. They have 2 timeouts. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, the 2nd and 10, Johnny, would fit that because it's a one-time purchase. And seasons are already out. I mean, you can't go wrong with this game. And they have sales all the time. You could pick them up in a hurry. But 2nd and 10, you buy it once and you get everything. Clinton loved the AFL. Where else can you follow a quarterback named Babe who could have thrown to a flanker named Bambi? They're going to try to get something going here. Short out to Casser. Nope, Kemp's going to get picked again. Kemp having trouble. He throws. Complete. Intercepted. Spence with a pick. He's hit at the 1. And Houston's got 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Julian Spence. And there's 53 seconds left. Me thinks we're going to have a quarterback change, as Kemp is not having a Hall of Fame day today. 2 tight ends set. Atherson joins Carson. Blanda calls his own number. He waits for the C's to part, and he scores. So Blanda makes it 30 to 10. Wow. And he'll tack on his own extra point. It is good. And so with 42 seconds to go, the Chargers are in a mess of trouble. It's Houston 31, Los Angeles 10. And Lowe will down it. 8 yards deep. Ferguson, trap left. They're not going to turn it over again. He gets to the 22, and I believe the Chargers will say, yep, we're done. Houston will get the football. We'll start the second half in a moment. At the half, The AFL and RSN, it's the Houston Oilers 31, the Los Angeles Chargers 10. And George Blanda, he hit the 61-yard bomb to Groman, a 32-yard field goal on his own, a 30-yard scramble pass to Smith, and then a 1-yard touchdown run. He's 12 of 16 for 230 yards. And a quarterback rating of 130. And the Chargers right now just don't have any answers. I'm going to take a drink as you take a look at that. Yeah, Tony. Jack Kemp contemplating a career in politics. He was from Los Angeles, as a matter of fact. I didn't realize that. Probably why they brought him into quarterback. And, of course, as Tony points out, he served in Congress from Buffalo, or the Western New York, for years and was on Bob Dole's ticket in 1996. All right, so Houston will get the football 31-10. Paul is back deep. And the second half is underway. Taken by one of the up men at the 10, 20, and tackled at the 22. So Perlow with an 11-yard return, and that's how the second half starts. So Ben Akajanian with a good kick. And right now, George Blanda can't do any wrong. That's Wahoo McDaniel. Bud, how you doing? So we start the second half. Dave Smith will go off tackle right from the 22, and Neri makes the tackle at the 23, a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9, and Houston can kind of milk clock the second half. Carson. Short hitch. Blanda to throw. Carson's got it. First down. Nix makes the tackle after a gain of 12, and Blanda is now 13 of 17 for 242 yards. Cannon. Off tackle right on the 35. Doesn't get anywhere. Chorovich with the stop at the 36, a gain of 1. Second down. Houston has run it 15 times for 28 yards. But when you're throwing it down the way they have, who cares? Okay, so it's the same McDowell. So from the Houston 36, they'll go run it again. A dive play by Smith because I hit the wrong button. He gets across the line of scrimmage. Zeman makes a tackle after a gain of 4. And it's 3rd and 5. So Houston got 360 yards in their opener, and they have 274 yards on the Chargers tonight. Roman. Medium out on 3rd and 5. Blanda in the pocket, goes to the near sidelines, complete. Knocked down by Harris. Gobb is hurt, he'll stay in the game. Harris pushes him out, but not before a gain of 19. And Groman, nice picture. 4 catches for 106 yards. And Blanda's sitting there with 261 here in the opening minutes of the third quarter. Cannon. Pitch left. Near side. Gets a block, gets across the 40. Bruckman knocks him down at the 37, a gain of 4. So Houston doing the matriculation thing, 6 plays, 41 yards. And they've really got the Chargers right up against the wall. Smith sweeps it left from the 37, and he's hit by Bruckman right at the line of scrimmage. But that clock's running, and we're already below 11 to go in the quarter. Houston has the win, so Blanda could try a field goal from here and make it if he doesn't get any further. Carson. Short slant. Blitz by the Chargers. Throw is incomplete. Carson had it and dropped it. And so the Chargers will hold Blanda to a field goal attempt. So from 43, this will be. And he's got a 36% chance of making this. So Blanda up. And is it good? Oh, yeah. So from 44 yards, Blanda makes it 34-10. All right, so Lowe is back to return. Blanda has been booting these so deep that they haven't had much of a chance to return. And from 2 yards deep, Lowe's going to return it. 5, 10, 15, 20, and hit at the 19 by White. And so it's a 21-yard return. And Gilman looks to see, and yeah, he's going with Bobby Clatterbuck, at least for a series. Bobby threw 65% completion percentage, and obviously an NFL veteran with that card because that's off a Bowman or a Topps from the 50s. Howie Ferguson off tackle right from the 19. Gets it to the 20. Spence with the tackle. Shirky's hurt. He's going to the sideline, and he's out for the rest of the game. So any of these benches are thin, like Twiggy thin. So a rare advantage for the Chargers here. Low on a screen. Houston blitzes. They're going to stick with the call. The throw, Lowe has it, gets to the 20, 25, 27, 3rd and 2 after a gain of 7. So Clatterbuck completes his first pass, and Paul Lowe has his first catch. Trap left from Lowe from the 27. He gets across for the first down. Morris makes a tackle at the 30, and the Chargers just need to get yards. You can worry about coming back. The defense is going to have to do something. Ralph Anderson. Medium hitch. Clatterbuck rolls right, throws across, dumps it down to a running back. It's Ferguson. Oh, and Pitts is gone for the game, the right outside linebacker. So Perlow's in for him. It's a gain of 8, and the clock is stopped. So Clatterbuck is not a deep ball thrower, but he's 2 for 2 already. Low. They just want the first down. Sweep to the far side from the 38. Turns the corner, first down, 45. Morris makes a tackle and knocks him out of bounds, a gain of 8. So the Chargers, 5 plays in about 2 minutes. Halfway home here in the third. They trail 34-10. But finally, they're moving the football. Tabletop Sports Shenanigan, Delaware. Oh my goodness. The interceptions are given away, but these, look, first year of the AFL, turnover heavy. That's not a glitch in the game. It's just the way it really was. Chief Wahoo McDaniel eventually left the AFL and became a very good pro wrestler. Okay. All right, good to see you, Tabletop Sports Delaware. Chris, Kosurik. Let's try a long slant. Clatterbuck looks, stands in the pocket, throws. Kosurik to the 30, 20, 15. Banfield makes a tackle after a gain of 39. So Kosurik has 3 catches for 61 yards, and the Chargers have moved it down to the Oiler 15. Anderson, medium cross. Clatterbuck back to throw again. He waits. He's got time. He's got a man. He's got Anderson, and he's got 6. And so 7 plays, 81 yards, and the Chargers score. Here it is again. Clatterbuck I guess Houston didn't scout him. That's the second touchdown for Anderson. And here's the extra point. It is up. And Akajanian knocks it through. So 6:37 to go in the third. It's Houston 34, Los Angeles 17. Take care, Clinton. And I didn't realize that Wahoo McDaniel was a wrestler, as Tony talks about. So in about an hour, Dave Little and the Epic Sports Network will have playoff basketball for you from the 70-71 season. That's on Dave Little's channel in about an hour. Akajanian gets the kick away, taken at the 5, 10, 20, 30, 35. Norris brings down Ken Hall at the 37. So 6:22 to go in the third quarter. Chargers finally got on the board here in the second half. 34-17. Sweep right for Dave Smith. And he gets it about 1 yard before Karras can make the tackle. Al, if you're still with us, is that Alex's brother? It's such an unusual last name. Yeah, 1 turnover, we have a game. And the Honey Bunny is a 60s, 70s wrestling expert. I'm going to put it in the air. Medium slant to Charlie Hennigan. Blanda throws over the middle. Hennigan's open at the 45. Tackled by McNeil at the 39. And Blanda is coming perilously close to a 300-yard game, and we're still in the third quarter. Oh, it's 2 R's in Alex Karras. Okay. And Tribe Fan is enjoying this 2016 Twins bullpen like we enjoyed the 2017 Washington Nationals bullpen, with a bottle of something and Maalox in the other hand. 1st and 10 from the Los Angeles 39. Sweep left for Cannon down to the near side. Gets a block. Tries for the sideline. Bruckman knocks him down after a gain of 2. And we move under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. I'm going to try a short hitch to Groman. Blanda back to throw. Looks around. Has Hennigan, but Charlie dropped it. So it's 3rd and 8 from the 37. Now Blanda probably could try a kick from here. He could. It's a 36% chance. I'm going to look at Carson and say, can you get me a medium cross? John says, sure. Blanda has time over the middle. Carson has the first down. That's a gain of 15. And he's now 16 to 22 for 299. So the next yard he throws for puts him over 300. He threw for 231 against Oakland in their opener. And Clinton is singing Damn Yankees. So Dave Smith, 1st and 10 from the Charger 22. Off tackle far side from there and gets it across the 20. Now Nix is hurt for Los Angeles and he's done. Dick Harris has made 5 tackles. Dave Smith, 10 carries, 18 yards. But the lack of running game has not hurt the Oilers. Short flat to Cannon on the far near side. Has it behind the 20. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Cannon shoots the cannon. George Blanda has now thrown probably for an AFL record of 317 yards. And he's done it on 23 passes. Cannon, 3 catches for 42. He would later be the tight end for the Oakland Raiders and was a huge deep threat for them. Blanda will convert the extra point, and he does. And so with 2:56 to go in the third quarter, it's the Oilers 41, the Chargers 17. Yep, we have offense, and a lot of it. Lowe will down the kick 6 yards deep, and Clatterbuck will stay in the game. They scored on his first drive. It is an awesome play. I watched the movie. So Howie Ferguson, trap right from the 20. Clatterbuck hands it off, and Ferguson gets 5 as Jim Norton makes his first tackle. So the Oilers are going to go to 2-0, it looks like. You never know. We've had some crazy games here on the channel. Howard Clark, short hitch to the tight end. Clatterbuck, quick throw. Clark's got it, first down. Spence with the tackle, gain of 7. And Clatterbuck has just been what the Chargers needed. Under 2 to go, third quarter. 41-17. Medium slant to Kocurek. Clatterbuck waits, throws over the middle. Incomplete. 1:13 to go in the quarter. First incomplete pass from Clatterbuck. 5 of 6 for 76 yards. Oh, they are all brothers. Lou and and Alex are all brothers. Okay, and they all played football. So 2nd and 10. Off tackle right to Paul Lowe from the 32. 35-40, first down, 45. Dukes with the tackle after a gain of 13. So Howie Ferguson, the fullback, ripped open the hole, and Mike Dukes made the tackle. The Chargers in their opener had 422 net yards. They have 241 tonight, under a minute to go here in the third. 1st and 10, 45-yard line, Chargers on their own side of the field. Medium out to Ralph Anderson. Clatterbuck waits, throws. Anderson's got it, first down. Johnston knocks him down after a gain of 11 and knocked him out of bounds. So the Chargers will have time for one more play. Anderson, 4 catches for 63 yards. From the Houston 44. Will they try it? Well, they're going to try a long hitch. See if they can catch the Oilers napping here. Last play of the third quarter. Clatterbuck rolling, throws. He is hit by Banfield. Deflects the pass. Kocurek won't get it, and we go to the fourth quarter. But the Oilers have taken the Chargers behind the woodshed, at least through the third quarter, after 3. 41-14. Blanda with the field goal with 10:04 to make it 34-10. Then Clatterbuck hit Anderson. And then Blanda hit Cannon. So Clatterbuck, 6 of 8 for 87 yards. So the quarterback change actually worked. Houston, when they get the ball back, you know they're going to run. So 2nd and 10. Chargers just trying to get something going. Get a turnover and get something going. Across the 40, first down, flag is down. Low across the 30 to the 29.
Holding. Offense.
Oh, but it's all
penalty.
coming back. Anderson, the split end, makes the hold, and it's 15 yards in the AFL. So it's 2nd and 25. Anderson's a flanker. And it's 2nd down and 25. Low on a screen. Clatterbuck waits, fires low, 45-50, 45. Banfield makes the tackle after a gain of 16. And so what Clatterbuck has been able to do is just a quick release as receivers have been open, and they've been able to move the ball. Don't think it's going to be enough, but they've been able to do, at least make it interesting. 3rd and 9. Medium out to Kosirik. Clatterbuck back to pass. He throws down to the near sideline. Complete. First down. And Lanfear from Houston's hurt. The right end. But he'll stay in the game. First down. They'll spot it at the Oiler 32. Low will sweep it to the near side from the 32. Gets to the sidelines, but can't break across the 30. That should have been an 8-yard play. He's knocked out for a gain of 1. Ouch. Yeah, you got to play hurt. So 2nd and 9. The good news is the clock is stopped. They'll go to Clark on a medium out. Clutterbuck has time. He finds his tight end. 20. First down inside the 15. He steps out at the 14. It's a gain of 17 yards on the play. So the Chargers, Clatterbuck must have had a good week of practice. Sid Gilman made the change at the half. And although the scoreboard isn't the Chargers' way, they have been a lot more efficient. Ferguson. Howie will take the dive from the 14. There's a flag down. Perlow with a stop.
Offsides. Defense.
And that was a free
penalty.
play. Johnston. The left corner jumps. And the Chargers will take that. 1st and 5 from the 9-yard line. Medium cross to Kosirik. And that might be picked. Dukes is going to sack Clutterbuck, and it's a loss of 5. 2nd and 10 from the 14. They do not need a touchdown or first down for the whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone won a Super Bowl with the Pats, as Dave says. 2nd and 10. Low. Going to try a dive play from the 14. He gets across the 10. 5. Touchdown. The Chargers get paydirt. All Low finally got the opportunity, and it's now 41-23. Here it is again. Lowe just had a good block. Houston was playing for the pass, and Paul Lowe came in on the dive. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. Akajanian hit it. And so with 12:18 to play in the game, no overtime, of course, Houston 41, the Chargers 24. And so Houston plays for the return. It's booted deep to the 4. 10, 20, 30, 4. So Hall with a 30-yard return, and Blanda retakes the field. Been 65 points in this game. Pretty amazing. 1st and 10. Sweep right for Dave Smith from the 34. He gets it to the line of scrimmage. Karras will tackle him after a gain of 2. And Houston content to go ticky tick tick. Emil Karras has had 5 tackles. Cannon will try a pitch to the right, or sweep to the right side, and he gets across the 40. Harris brings him down after a gain of 6. And it will be 3rd down and 2 for Houston. They're going to try Hennigan here. Short cross on 3rd and 2. Blanda throws incomplete. And for the first time today, Houston will actually punt the football. Blanda, 17-24 for 317 yards. Charlie Milstead is your punter. And he's going to be punting into the wind. Harris back to return for the Chargers. Harris at his 25 gets to the 35. and Wallner will bring him down. So 10:15 to go. Let me see if I can do some quick math. 11 and 6. So the Chargers are down 17. Bud W says turnover now. Well, they forced a 3 and out. Medium slant to Ralph Anderson. Clatterbuck rolls right, throws down, tries for Kusurik, and that's incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Clatterbuck 9 of 12 for 131 yards. Low. Sweep left from the 33. Gets it to the line of scrimmage, and Morris makes the tackle. Under 10 to go, clock running. 3rd down. Of course, no 3 wide receiver set. Kusurik. Medium fly. Clatterbuck in the pocket. Throws. Kosirik's got it. 1st down. Banfield makes the tackle at the 49. So Kusurik, 5 catches for 88 yards. I think ID left. It's Albert Pujols' first game back in St. Louis since he went to the Angels, so I think he's watching that. Medium cross to the tight end, Clark. Clutterbuck throws. He was blitzed. He took a hit. But it was an incomplete pass. Morris with a hurry, and Clutterbuck got it away. So 2nd and 10. 8:23 to go in the ballgame. Low. Trap right to the near side from the 49 across midfield. Spence with a tackle after a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 3. So we'll have an AFL game for you next Friday night. Not sure who yet. After the game, you can watch the sports simulations and replay scoreboard, where we'll tell you about who won the other 3 games this week in the AFL. Flat pass to Low on 3rd and 3. Clutterbuck there's a fumble. Floyd with the sack. Morris recovers the football, and that should do it. So the Chargers finally fumble it and lose it. 5 turnovers to 3. And halfway home here in the 4th, Houston looks like they're going to hang on to go 2-0. Here it is again. The Chargers just did everything that they could, but I don't think any AFL offense is mature enough in 1960 to come back from the deficit that they found themselves in. Off tackle right for Smith from Blanda from the 48 of Los Angeles, and Chorovich tackles him at the 45. So only 2 undefeated teams. Buffalo, by the way, is the other, I think. And so Buffalo and Houston start the AFL at 2-0. Short cross to Hennigan. Blanda back to throw. Hennigan's open. 1st down from the 35. Gain of 12. And Blanda is now 18 of 25 for 329 yards. Clock running. 6.5 to go. Cannon. Off tackle right from the 33. And he stood up by McGuire for a gain of 1. So, professional sports in Houston on a top level. This is their debut, at-home debut, remember. And it's been a successful one. 2nd and 9. Pitch right for Dave Smith. The 32 gets across the 30. Karras knocks him down at the 28. Gain of 4. And Blanda's already in field goal position here on 3rd and 5. So Carson, Blanda to Carson on a short hitch. Quick throw, complete to Carson, gain of 12. And 1st down after 1st down after 1st down. That's 400 net yards for George Blanda and the Houston Oilers. Smith. Trap right, under 4 to go from the 16. Hit by Karras at the 14. And we're now at 3:42 and change with the clock running. So this would be the preview. These are the two teams that would meet for the AFL championship, the initial one. And you know Jack Kemp's going to have better days. But on this given Sunday, it just wasn't his day. Groman. Short hitch. Blitz in a hurry. The throw. Groman's got it. Groman's got 6. When you are hot, you are hot. And Groman has 5 catches for 120 yards and 2 scores. As Blanda, there you see on the replay, found him rather easily. And so here's the extra point. It is up, and it is good. And so Houston, with 3 minutes to go, has doubled Los Angeles, 48-24. Blanda is Splenda, or Splenda. He's sweet. So Lowe will return this from the goal line, 10, 15, 20, 21-yard line. And with 2:49 to go, Larrabee will come in, and the Chargers go with the blowout offense. So Ron Waller and Martin are your running backs. And yes, I guess the guy's name could be Blanche. Don Norton, 25 catches. And Royce Womble are your receivers. Short hitch to Womble that you won't be able to see, and that's caught. Gain of 14. Banfield made it. Let's show it to you again. So I guess for the Chargers, you just kind of treat this like an exhibition game. 1st and 10. Don Norton. Short hitch again. Bad snap, and Dukes sacks Larrabee for a loss of 5. 2 sacks for Dukes. And the Chargers won't run a play. 2nd down and 15. And a short hitch to Womble. Larrabee will scramble across the 30. Morris with a tackle, gain of 3. And the clock runs. 3rd and 12. Clark on a medium slant. And that ball the snap is back, and Floyd makes the sack. That's Don's. That's Pink Floyd's 2nd sack of the day. And that is a loss of 5. 4th and 17. And Bob Larrabee will punt. Punt is away. Fielded at the 32, 35, 40, 45-yard line. It was Ken Hall on the return. 37 seconds left. Blanda will just take the dive, and that will be the ball game. And he gets across midfield. It's a gain of 6. So the final score is going to be Houston 48, Los Angeles 24. And so the injury situation, Nix is out a week and Shirky's out 3. Fair to say that George Blanda is your player of the game. He went 20 for 27 for 355 yards, including 5 touchdown passes. And just a reminder, Clatterbuck actually played well. 10 to 14 for 147. Now, as you see me on camera, and I call up the scoreboard, that the AFL was smart. They played the first 2 weeks before the NFL, so this would have been a national television game pretty much, except for those that got Denver and Buffalo. Had a pro audience all to themselves. They would have seen Blanda just torch Los Angeles. 48-24 the final. All Other games, Oakland 38, Dallas 17. Oakland goes to 1-1. Tom Flores 14-28 for 141. New York beat Boston 17-10. Songen went 19 for 37 for 254. Don Maynard, 7 catches, 117 yards for the Titans. And finally, Buffalo, undefeated. They stomp on Denver 49-20. O'Donnell, 18-42 for 4 touchdowns, 304 yards, and 4 interceptions. Reichlich, 7 catches for 100 yards. Games available next week. Denver and the Titans. Buffalo at Boston. Buffalo a 22-point favorite. Oakland at Houston. The Oilers are a 7-point favorite. Los Angeles at Dallas. And Dallas is a 2-point favorite. I'm leaning towards Los Angeles and Dallas because that's Hangstrom, and that really is the AFL. Alrighty, well, thank you very much for watching this week's AFL game, the AFL and RSN. I'm Ron Juckett for Retro Sports Network. We're going to do an instructional video tomorrow afternoon. Someone requested that. And tomorrow night, our Major League Baseball 82 replay continues with the Tigers and the Red Sox from Fenway around 8:30 Eastern before Chat with Al. As I said, I'm Ron Juckett for Retro Sports Network. Basketball on Dave Little's channel at the top of the hour. Until then, we'll see you over there, and we'll talk to you the next time.